Ich war kein Thief, football guys, we're here to light the fire. Staying facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that action won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
All right, welcome everybody back to another episode of the Light the Torch podcast. I'm your host, B. Jones, and I got the squad with me. So as you can see, we are back in front of your face once again, just like we were yesterday, but this time to give you the preview of the Utah State USC game that's going down this weekend. So like I mentioned yesterday, if you have not checked it out, go ahead and check out the simulation that we posted it. But without further ado, let me introduce my crew. To the left, we got Mr. Blackie Chan. Bottom right of me, we have Mr. Gunnar Atterbury of Views from the Stands. Right? And bottom left, we have none other than Mr. Raul Flores. So,
Fight on.
doing, talk to the Trojan family, man. How y'all doing?
Still have no voice.
Yeah, my voice still hasn't been. It's not 100%. I'm still hyped for the win. I know it's Thursday, but I'm gonna enjoy this victory. There's a lot of trash talking, from the SEC. So I'm soaking it in until my voice gets better. Maybe that's when the hype will die down. But then I'll be there on Saturday night as well. So I don't know if I'll be back.
Well, I hate to tell you this, Raul, but as great as that game was on Sunday, it's time to move on, man.
Yep.
we got to
move on.
Unfortunately.
It's a new week. We have new opponents. We have another person that we need revenge on right now. So all eyes on the pig farmer now.
Yep, revenge game for us, man.
Even though we're getting revenge on Utah in a sense here, but just in proxy.
Yeah, since we can't get our revenge on there, we'll take it on little brother, I guess.
Yeah.
But either way, they got Bryson Barnes that he dubbed himself the Trojan Killer. So I'm pretty sure our defense won't be taking too kind to that.
Nope. So we definitely we're gonna butcher this pig.
Yeah. So before we get started, there's a few things to note. Big happy birthday shout out to our very own head coach, Mr. Lincoln Riley, and none other than our starting tight end, Mr. Lake McCree. Celebrate their birthdays today. So go ahead and when you guys go ahead and wish them a happy birthday.
So it's
birthday.
It's a birthday today, or was that yesterday? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Both today, I believe.
Today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Coach.
Yeah. And on top of that, we got some great news too.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Are we talking about that or right now, or are you going to talk about that later?
We're talking about it now because might as well get this out of the way, and then we can focus all the rest of the stream on Utah State and the other games as well. But yeah, so if you guys haven't seen on Twitter, Reggie Bush's number is back up in the stadium, and now also Caleb Williams. We were hoping that would have happened maybe last year, but he was still playing. And but yeah, now both of them are up there, showing that we have 8 Heisman Trophy winners, the most in all of college football. Showing that we have 8 Heisman. You watching us over there, B. Jones?
Yeah, man. I don't even know how that happened, but it did.
Yeah, we gotta get those views up.
Yeah,
that's one way.
One way or the other.
Exactly. So yeah, it's great. But yeah, we know Reggie Bush has offered to run us out of the tunnel, and I think we're going to be honoring Reggie this weekend. You think?
I don't know about this weekend. I heard
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
yeah,
Okay.
I heard an interview with him and someone, I forgot who interviewed him, but he said something about he's looking forward
Logistics.
to running the team out of the tunnel, but there's still some logistics to be figured out in terms of when. I don't think it's gonna be this Saturday for sure. It might be a big game, Penn State, Notre Dame.
I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Caleb is going to be running us out for the Notre Dame one since
Yeah,
the
kind
The
of.
schedule
schedule,
allows
yeah.
it at that point because like November, like late November is when he'll be able to do that, and because of that's the one time that he played
Plays
on
Thursday. Yeah, he
Thursday.
plays the Thursday game that weekend or week.
Yeah. And then apparently, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've been working all day today, but Ken's been telling that a lot of the fans were surprised that the numbers were retired. Like, what do you mean you're surprised?
I don't
How
think
do
it
you-
was fans. I don't think it was fan. I think it was just people who are uneducated about what USC has done. Like I've been seeing all that, like they're retiring a quarterback's number that went 7-5 last year. What are they going to do next? Retire a kicker? You guys are stupid.
Yeah, they don't know how we do things here, but yeah, no, I did see some so-called fans saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially on Instagram.
The reason why they don't know that is because they don't have Heisman Trophy winners like we do.
Right. Our guy Ken had to correct quite a few people on the.
Well, I've been correcting a lot of people too.
So
I've been
Yeah,
like,
if you're a Heisman, you're gonna get your number retired, man.
calling
So
people
that's
uncultured
ridiculous.
swines.
Sure, I mean, I don't know if they might be confused because Jordan Addison wore number 3, but he asked for
Really?
permission to be able to do that.
They were SC fans, Ken.
they claim to be.
They are not real SC fans at that point. So don't even call them that because that's just
Right.
they're just bandwagoners.
That should be commonly known around.
Yeah, like
SC
if
fans.
anyone know, like if you've been to a stadium, you know what numbers those are out there,
Exactly.
so you understand why they're up there and that they're retired. So they can't be real fans. They have to be like fake accounts.
Fake accounts. Maybe, man. Maybe. But
I just don't. I don't get how an SC fan wouldn't understand that.
I mean, Blackie Chance upset and Gunners are so upset they didn't bring hats on today. Like, forget the hat.
well, in Gun's case, I can understand, man. It's 108 degrees out there.
I got
Yeah.
this hat.
Oh wow! What happened?
All right, man. So, aside from that, let's go ahead and break down our opponent. So, as you guys might have heard about these guys, Utah State, they fired their coach right before the season, which is very interesting. So, they're now run by interim head coach and / defensive coordinator, Nate Drilling. I'm sorry. Nate Drilling. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's just interesting timing. I never seen anyone get fired like just weeks before season start, but they chose to do that. And now they're rolling with the interim head coach.
Yeah, like
He's a young guy too. I think he's like 30, 31, I read. Or
yeah,
heard on it.
he's like
Yeah.
he's younger than me, so
I mean, yeah, he's younger than me too. Good for him.
he's just slightly older than Guns.
I didn't know Denton Lynn was only 34.
Yeah,
he's
I think
young guy.
he's maybe like 2 or 3 months older than me.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life. If he can be
That was coming.
the defensive coordinator for USC, what am I doing? But yeah,
Aside
so
from that, like I mentioned earlier, it's payback time. Go ahead and time to go to work and get some revenge on this pig farmer,
yeah.
the one who dubbed himself the Trojan Killer.
Yeah. If anyone who hasn't been paying attention or who's just a casual USC fan, Bryson Barnes played for Utah last year, and we made him look like a Heisman Trophy winner in that game. We made him look like Cam Rising in that game. and he had the winning drive against us that got him into field goal range and kicked the game-winning field goal against us. And then after that, he's dubbed himself the Trojan Killer after one game. So
Right.
at this point, we gotta shut his ass up.
Yep. Which I fully expect us to do. Be interesting to see like how Dental Lynn schemes against a mobile quarterback like this. Not saying that he's not capable. Of course, he's faced plenty. I'm sure he will draw something. I just want to see exactly what he does.
He stalled Caleb Williams, so I think he can do that to Bryson Barnes.
Right. I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll get into our expectations in a bit, but let's start with our offensive expectations. Let's go ahead and start with you guys.
Yeah, so for me, for offense, is really get the run game going. Compared to last week, we did like 70-ish yards, I think it was, against LSU, and I mean honestly, my prediction already in terms of the offensive side is I want to see 150. Let's see 150 total. Doesn't have to be one particular person, just a group of players running the ball for 150 yards. Let's get that going. Let's get the line and pushing as one. But yeah, I kind of also want a fast start. I want to speed it up. See if he can goes a little no huddle a little bit. I think we didn't see as much no huddle because of time of possession last week and just how LSU held the ball for most of the time and the defense was out there. So just kind of giving the defense a little bit break, which is good to see at times. But yeah, I want to see a little bit faster pace a little bit this game. And then, just let Miller keep doing his thing and then obviously backups in the second half.
Yep. Bro.
Yeah, about the same. I mean, I do expect the offense to be a little balanced, a good mixture of passing and running. I want the offense to establish the run more, kind of what Gunnar mentioned, especially on the right side. I want to see Alani Noah step up on the running game, and see if he gets a little bit more game experience. That way, when we face Michigan, he'll be better prepared. So I do expect that from the offense. I expect Miller Moss to have a great first half and distribute the ball amongst all the receivers. Do expect some big plays on this game, being that it's Utah State. So I think our talent is going to be superior, way more superior than they are. So I do expect some big plays out in the first half, and hopefully the game's over by the third quarter at the very least. In terms of just, I want to see the third quarter, most of our second unit being on the field and seeing a lot of our younger guys get some playing time. Mayava being out there, get some reps, and then just the other receivers, maybe who's the receiver we got? Xavier Jordan, or what's his name?
DJ.
Nope.
Xavier
Jordan.
DJ Jordan.
Hopefully we can see him and Richardson too, the college transfer portal guy, the UCO, and then who else? I see some other running backs, the younger guys as well. I want to see them getting some playing time.
JUCO. Don't disrespect Tufts like that, man.
I said college guy because everybody's in college, so I meant to be specific. There's no disrespect. Everyone is a college transfer player, so I was very specific on the JUCO because he came from JUCO, right?
No.
Oh no, it wasn't.
No, D3.
I'm confusing him then. Yep.
No,
hopefully we can get to see him as well. It'll be nice to see him get a touchdown.
Yeah, Jaden Richardson. Yeah.
Blackie Chan, what you got?
Yeah, I expect Jaden Mayava to have a great game because he's going to be playing the second half. I expect him to show what he has learned from Lincoln Riley this offseason. So I'm excited to be able to see what he can do and what we're going to have next year with Jaden Mayava. And then I'm like Gunn said, I expect that we have I think Woody's going to have a game because their defensive line. Seeing what Bryson Barnes did, or well, actually that wasn't. Seeing what Robert Morris did to them on the ground, I think we can run the ball all over them, and I think we're gonna have. I think Miller's gonna have maybe at least 2 to 3 passing touchdowns in this game. Zachariah's going to get his first touchdown of the season. I think Deuce will also get a deep ball as well. I don't think they can cover our wide receivers.
Does Zachariah get a special teams touchdown?
Yeah, I think so. I like on a kickoff. I think he's going to be on a kickoff return. Actually, he could get both. Let him eat today, or let him eat that game.
I don't think they can kick it to him at all. I wouldn't.
If I was a kicker, if I was a punter, I'd be punching it out of bounds. I'd just make sure it goes at least 30 to 40 yards before it goes out of bounds. Because if you kick it to Zachariah Branch, then you're going to end up like LSU last time, and then just having him break out. And they don't have an athletic kicker or a punter, so. Yeah, good luck trying to catch him this time because I swear to God, if he gets caught by a kicker or a punter
again, never again. Zach.
God, like he better have gotten some slack from his team for getting caught by a kicker. Granted, he was athletic, I guess.
Let him have it.
Yeah, I just expect Kyron Hudson to have a big game. Every wide receiver can cook. Mekhi Lemon, I hope he gets his first touchdown as a Trojan. Everyone gets a touchdown. I'm the Oprah Winfrey of USC right now. Everyone gets a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. Everyone gets a touchdown.
A lot of touchdowns.
All right. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, we all agree that the running game should be going crazy this game. If you guys checked out the sim, I believe Woody Marks had like 256 yards or something like that. Something crazy. So,
wait, was it Woody Marks or was it USC or was
O'Neal?
it what's his name? That's our running back.
Travion O'Neal. No, he's dead.
So it was actually Woody.
Yeah, it was actually Woody. So you need to watch your own sim, man.
Bro,
come on, man.
I've been working a lot. Okay,
come on. Man.
Do you watch my Twitch?
Hey, I know I ain't watched that 40. Still waiting on that.
I didn't watch Raul kick.
Hey, don't get me into this now.
Hey, I have to attack someone. B. Jones started attacking me.
All right. No, but offensively, man, I expect us to run the ball. Pretty much control the clock, man. I think that's something that we haven't seen. You know, I think Lincoln Riley is going to be showing that. I expect them to be the Lincoln Riley of old when it comes to running the ball. So, yeah, man, big improvements this year in the run game. So, I expect us to run all over these guys.
I expect those before we move on to the next quarter. Lake McCree a touchdown.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I said, everyone gets a touchdown.
Birthday weekend, he turning up.
Yeah.
All right. Second quarter.
Wait. Oh yeah, second quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. Comes out the first. Defensive expectations. Why don't you go ahead, Bucky Chan?
So this could just be my PTSD from having Alex Grinch last year. Like, we got to contain Bryson Barnes. Like, he ran all over us last year. He ran all over Robert Morris this past game. So just contain his ass, and then we win. Make him throw the ball because he was 11 of 21 for like 100-something yards, and he had like an interception. Yeah, he can't throw the ball well, and we can't make him look like he can throw the ball well. We have to make sure that his life is held back in the backfield. We have to we played against the best offensive line that we're going to see. And if we can't get pressure on this man, I'll be a little hot. Okay. I'll be upset. But I have full faith in Danton Lynn is going to twist it up. Anthony Lucas, Braylon Shelby, they're gonna be very, very well acquainted with Bryson Barnes in the backfield. They're going to be best buddies. They're going to be hugging him to the ground and just making sure that they show how much they appreciate him just by giving him a big old hug to the ground.
All right. Raul.
Defensively, I expect us to dominate. I mean, kind of what Blackie Chan mentioned. We played the best O-line, but we're probably going to face all year, and one of the best O-lines in the nation, period. No, LSU's no cakewalk either at least on the offensive line. So I do expect our line to put a lot of pressure, get maybe 4 to 5 sacks minimum, and a few turnovers. Whether it's a strip sack or a pick, I do expect us to get at least one pick. I don't think Bryson Barnes is a good passer, like Blackie Chan alluded to. And if he wants to run, good luck to him, because I know the team's going to have a target on his back, and they're going to hit him hard, and he's going to feel it. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of these guys hits him a little too rough in the beginning, and he might get a penalty just to throw a message.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
So yeah, that's what I expect on the defensive side of the ball, and kind of same thing. By the second half, see a lot of our younger guys. Hopefully, we can see some of the freshmen, Marcellus, Sam, all those guys, and get them some valuable in-game experience.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. I don't think we mentioned this, but Mason Cobb may not be available for this game, so we'll definitely probably see some Rajon Davis and even Desmond Stevens for this. I think we should just sit him if he's questionable at this point on a Thursday. Sit him. He has 2 weeks to get healthy for the Michigan game, so I say just sit him. By the way,
yeah.
You guys didn't watch the updates.
If you rest this week, that gives him 3 weeks to get ready. Right? So we play Michigan in 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
Right? Or I guess 3 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, right.
2 weeks. 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Guns.
But yeah, I mean, whoever's banged up after that first game, I don't think no one's too banged up, but it's probably more precautionary. Like, don't risk them.
Yeah, it didn't sound like nothing too serious.
Yeah, he looked fine by the end of the game. So he's probably just some dings and bruises here and there that just maybe slowing him down a little bit, but they're just being precautionary with him. So they know that they could be without him for this game.
Yeah. All right, guys, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, so for my defensive expectations, I mean, I think we're just going to dominate the trenches. I mean, we're going to be able to contain. The defensive staff understands what containment is, and those edges will set the edge. So I have no issue with that standpoint. I think we're going to dominate inside the middle. I think that's their weakest spot, especially the center. So I think we're going to have some big nights with Bear, potentially Gavin, Nate Clifton, the boys. So that's kind of my big thing right there. And I obviously expect an up-tempo offense. I think with the domination of the trenches, I think we're going to slow down that offense. So that's going to be key. And then I think we're going to see a really stellar performance from the DBs because obviously they're going to be passing a lot. So I do think we get a couple picks and maybe one, to the house.
Speaking of picks here, Frankie Rodriguez says over or under 2 picks. And do you think we're even or over?
Yeah, I mean, I could see over. I could see over, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the over but I'm gonna go even just because I feel like our D line is gonna get to him too much, and he's not gonna be able to throw that ball. But we'll see.
All right. Oh, yeah, sorry to cut you off, Guns.
Oh no, you're good. That was it, anyways. You're good.
Well, for myself, here's the thing. All right, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying this is what D'Anton is thinking, but we could see this. Right, we could see us not apply too much pressure, just to
Yeah.
keep him in the pocket and make him beat us with his arm.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not saying that's the case, but if it is, I'm not. That's why I said I'm interested to see what D'Anton is going to how he's going to scheme it up. But I mean, I would like I would like to see some sacks too, but you know,
Yeah.
I think maybe not rushing may be the best thing to make him beat us with his arm. So
Just keep him in that pocket.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think we spy some? Do you think we have a spy on him?
Yep.
I could see that. Yeah.
Who do
I
you
can see like
think?
a Gentry. I can see
think
Gentry being
Gentry?
the spy most. Yeah.
You don't think Gentry's coming off the edge?
I mean, I think mainly it's Lucas and Jamil or Shelby mainly off the edge, but you never know. I mean, it just depends on the type of.
Anthony Beavers. I mean, there's plenty of guys that we can.
Yep, Beavers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Beavers has been getting a lot of play at line or getting a lot of reps at linebacker this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially with Cobb being out, so we'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens there. All right, so that is going to lead us into halftime.
All
and
right.
if you are new to us, halftime means we give our recruiting updates. So we're going to give you, hand you over to our recruiting expert, Mr. Gunnar Atterbury from Views from the Stands. Go ahead and take it away, Gunnar.
Yeah. So looks like it didn't really paste well enough. So apologies there. We couldn't get a graphic up, but yeah, we have a handful. Good list, impressive list to be honest of recruits. Most of them are unofficials. There are 2 official visits though this weekend. It's Jerome Miles, 5-star wide receiver from Utah, again former Ole Miss commit, and then we also have Ty, I think, Jackson. Yeah, Ty Jackson. Yeah, Ty Jackson. Just want to make sure the name is right. Florida linebacker. Um, sounds like Penn State's kind of in the mix as well. Obviously, this is his first trip out here to LA. Coach Henny's the main recruiter there, so he's definitely doing the best he can, and definitely a little surprised that he's kind of the main guy, but that's just kind of how recruiting is and how people help each other out. But yeah, just kind of be aware of Penn State, maybe Alabama as well. But definitely sounds like he's going to be leaving the state of Florida, given Florida State and Florida recently. So, but some of the other big name unofficials, you got Brandon Lockhart, we got Ryder Lyons, Xavier Griffin, we got the linebacker from San Diego, Madden. We had also his teammate, his 2026 teammate. He's an edge, 6'4" kid. So pretty talented list.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think we get a commitment from Ryder Lyons?
Yeah, I mean there was a report that came out earlier this week from I think Chad Simmons or just somebody from One. I mean he's been starting to say hey he wants to commit soon. He said within the month or so. I definitely think it's going to be sooner than later. I mean it just all the dots are connecting to us. It just seems like it's we're destined to happen. So
Yeah, like that last game really left a big impression on him and because his dad was at the game, right, and not Ryder, right? Or was that
both Juju's dad and Shamar's dad were just there.
Yeah.
okay?
But
So
yeah, Ryder was there with his family though.
Okay,
I think
so he's
walked
coming
right
back for
past-
another game.
Who's that? Ryder?
So Ryder coming back for another game, 2 games in a row.
I mean, his brother plays for us, so.
Yeah, I mean his brother, his brother is in
true.
it, so we do have to factor that in. But I mean, yeah, he's still visiting, so it is a great sign.
Yeah, he's he doesn't even have to worry about getting tickets anymore. He just every home game, he's going to be there just to support his brother. So that just makes it even better for us.
Unlimited unofficials, man.
Yeah,
so,
He's pretty much ours, in my opinion, already.
Yeah.
Without anybody's in serious contention to take him away from us. He doesn't seem like the money bag type of guy either.
Right.
But
I mean, I do think I just want to point this out. If he, let's say he does commit Sunday, just want to make sure this is in your guys' head. He is going to visit other schools, okay? So I just want to point that out. Okay. All right, well, just make sure everyone's on the same page.
We all
on
know
that
how
one,
Raul feels about that, though.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
so,
I don't mind about that. Like, enjoy the process. He's a junior. I don't mind him doing that.
I totally agree.
Especially if he's committing this early. But now, if it's already during your senior season and you're still doing that, then just like I'm not a fan of it, but I get it. So,
yeah,
nothing wrong with it though.
No, but I won't comment on that. Don't get me riled up, man. No, but
no, I mean I'm not.
Like you said, Ro. I'm cool. Your junior year, fine, cool. But senior year, man, it's time to stick to that commit. Shut it down.
Senior year, after your season started already,
yeah.
At that point, it kind of doesn't look as great, right? Because by that time, you want to help build the class and say you're 100%. But I mean, like I said, we're not in the know, and for all we know, he's 100% committed. I mean, he's committed. His dad was there, so it's a great sign. So
yeah, and his dad's also helping out with Ty Jackson, the linebacker. So I mean,
so in my opinion, he's already 100% committed.
Yeah. I mean, Scott did mention that he's just, from his perspective, that he's just not that type of kid to, say, "Hey guys, I'm shutting things down." I guess so.
Who Ryder?
I don't know. No. Juju now. So I mean, to me,
but he said he came out with a statement saying he's going to do that.
Yeah, as long as to me, if I keep hearing that his dad and himself are helping recruit these kids, I mean, I just gotta take that, right? I mean, and just keep moving along, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
So what type of kid does say that? I mean, I'm a little confused by that one, but
what type of kid? What
does say, "Hey, I'm shutting it down"? Like, I don't understand the type of kid statement, but
I don't know. I mean, I know. Who knows?
All right, are we done with recruiting right now?
That's gonna wrap up our halftime. Time to get back on this field. So, third quarter, let's go. So, offensive and defensive MVPs this upcoming week.
And predictions.
Yeah, sorry, and predictions. So, let's go ahead and start with you, Ro.
I'm gonna go offensive. I'm gonna go with Miller Moss this game myself. I didn't pick him last game. I'm gonna go Miller Moss. I think he has a clinic in that first half. Throws 3 to 4 touchdown passes, and the game's over by halftime. I'll say he throws over maybe close to 300 yards by halftime.
Okay. BC?
I don't think he's going to get 300 yards. I think it's going to be a little bit more balanced because unless he just keeps throwing bombs after bombs. But I think my offensive or wait, did you even do your prediction, Raul?
I only went offense. Do I got to go do both?
Yeah, it's
offensive. Did you defense too? Yeah, did you defense?
I didn't say defense. I said
okay. Yeah. Do offense and defense.
I thought we were gonna do offense and then defense, but defense, I'll go with probably go with Gentry. I think he's gonna have another big game. He's gonna be a big factor. Containing. In my opinion, I think he's gonna do a big factor containing. Let me switch it up. I'll go with Beavers. He's probably gonna do a good job containing the quarterback. surprising Barnes, like be a spy and having a big game and going after him.
Okay.
I do think Beavers is gonna play a lot this game, being that Cobb is out and he's that hybrid type of guy, right? So I'm gonna go with that unusual pick and go Beavers.
Okay. So you got Miller and Beavers, huh?
And prediction.
What's your score? What's your
Predictions?
score, sir?
We're gonna go score already.
Yes.
We're in the third quarter. Yeah.
Read
I
the
thought
little
that was gonna be the. I thought it was predicting like the offensive player and defensive player, but the score prediction I'll probably go like 55 to like 13.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so now me.
Yeah, go for it.
I think so.
Go for
All
it,
right.
DC. I mean,
I'm going to go with Woody Marks as my MVP. He's going to be running the ball. He's going to be toting the rock. He's going to be catching the ball out of the backfield. So I think he's going to be over. I think he's going to have a good 100 yards rushing and maybe 50 yards receiving. Maybe it really all depends. But I think he's going to really show what makes him special and why we went after him over other running backs that were in the portal. And then defensive MVPs, I'm either going to say I'm struggling with either Anthony Lucas or Braylon Shelby because they're going to terrorize in the backfield, and Jamil Muhammad's going to have a field day. So all three of them could be eating good this weekend. But if I'm going to have to pick one, I'm going to go with Anthony Lucas because just what he was doing in that last game, how physical he was. If he brings that same physicality in this game, he was bending the corner on LSU's offensive line, and he was just manhandling their tight ends and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to say Anthony Lucas is 1A and then Braylon Shelby is 1B because they're going to have a field day on defense. And for the score, I'm going to give Matt, the kicker, I'm going to give him a field goal in there. I think he'll get one field goal in there. So I'm going to say 48-13, 48-14, 48-17, one of those.
Which one, man? Pick one, man.
1A, 1B. That's
1A, 1B, 1C. I'll do 48-13.
Okay.
He'll get 3 field goals and a touchdown. Garbage points.
All right. Guns, what you got?
Yeah, so for my offensive MVP, I gotta agree with Black Chan Woody. I think he's gonna go off, get at least 100 yards. I like the 50 receiving as well. So, yeah, I gotta give it to him. For defense, I'm gonna go Ramsey. I think he's gonna have at least one pick, and I think he's gonna just kind of be everywhere. He's gonna be a tackling machine, kind of given their offense and whatnot. And then lastly, my score prediction is 51-10. I think pretty much we're going to be dominating the entire game, and I think the touchdown will be late in the fourth quarter where the backups kind of give it up.
Okay. Not mad at that at all. I'm going to have to agree with you guys with the Woody thing. CFB25 told me so. So, no, but like I said, the run game is going to be OD this game. And plus, Woody's going to catch some balls out of the backfield. Defensively, I'm not going to go with the D-line for things I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to go with EG, man. I'm going to go with Gentry. That's going to be a MVP. Score prediction, I have 56-10.
56-10. Okay.
Or maybe 13. Or maybe 17. Or maybe no. It's what you good. Nah, 56-10, man. That's my prediction.
Ken says in college football we trust, or college football 25.
Hey, they definitely helped me out a little bit in my analysis for this weekend. So appreciate
They
it.
didn't do a good job last week, though.
No, definitely
True.
not.
That will never be seen.
Nope.
I wonder if you did it now, if it would be different.
Interesting. Have they updated anything since?
Well, they've updated the players, so why not? They've updated maybe some.
Right. Yeah.
So, wait, Black Chick, can you confirm the score with? We'll finish with numbers. Shut up, Ken.
All right. So
All right.
let's move along. Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. Dang, this podcast went real quick. So we talking about week 2 predictions. So we're just going to go down the line of.
Yep. Just put
There's
them
not
up.
really too many games that are going on that are pretty high profile.
Yes.
You got
Yeah. So the
Texas,
big
Michigan,
one
right?
is Texas, Michigan.
Yep.
So I
This
think
is going to give us a
let's-
lot of information.
Yeah, let's start this one off.
You want to start with the Michigan and
Yep. Go ahead,
Michigan?
John.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gunner?
yeah. For me, Texas, Michigan. I don't know. I just feel like Michigan was, in a way, overlooking the Fresno State. I feel like they were really just kind of preparing for Texas this whole offseason, in my opinion. I'm not saying they're going to win. I do think Texas does win. I just don't think it's going to be a blowout like Ken's saying and most of the fans out there right now just because of how that offense looked last week against Fresno State. I mean, it's a tough environment regardless to play at Michigan, Ann Arbor. Texas is going to be on the road. And I think if Michigan can kind of stop the run, I mean, and make Texas a little bit one-dimensional, it could help out. So I think it's going to be a tighter game, but I do think Texas wins this.
So Ken corrected himself. He
Yep.
meant 40. I guess I'll go next here. We want Michigan to do good. We want them to stay top ranked when we beat them. But this is going to be rough. They have a walk-on quarterback that is, in all essence, not really that good. Like I thought they would at least be able to bring someone back or bring someone in that could be what JJ McCarthy was last year. And he was just a game manager, but that made some pretty critical plays when they needed it. They just need a game manager at this point, but I don't even think they have that. And so I think, like, I want to say Michigan's defense is going to equal out their offensive woes at this point, but I don't know. Like Quinn Ewers they have too much weapons. I don't like they don't have two Will Johnsons on each, or they don't have another Will Johnson clone of him on the other side. So they're definitely not going to throw towards his side. So this is going to be rough, but I don't think that it's going to be as like bad as a lot of people are saying it's going to be. I think it could be a 2-touchdown win for them. So I'm going to say 38-24, and Texas wins it. I just think that Quinn Ewers is playing at another level, and they have too much weapons that they got from the transfer portal.
Gotcha. Roll.
I'm gonna predict an upset. I'm gonna say Michigan wins by like a field goal. I think at the end of the day, they're the defending champs. They do have some solid players on the defensive side that can make it very tough on viewers. And Texas, if Texas is overlooking them and they think that they're just gonna run through them, I think they're gonna be come to a realization that's not going to be the case come Saturday morning. I just personally think Michigan is going to surprise people and potentially pull off that victory. I'm going to go with a score of like 27-24.
Okay.
So wait, you think Texas is overlooking Michigan?
I'm saying that I don't think they're overlooking them, but if they just think that they're going to run through them easily, like come third, fourth quarter, they're just going to take over. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, kind of like what happened with LSU versus us. They thought they were going to dominate at the end and just kind of wear us down, and that didn't happen. USC was ready for it. I think Michigan's going to be prepared. I know they lost a few players, a few stars, but they still have a lot of leaders left in that team that I think they're going to step up and have the team ready come Saturday. So I do think it's going to be a game that Michigan pulls off, and I'm hoping that's the case too. Just because I want us to be the ones that beat them at Michigan. So that's just my hope there, I guess.
Yeah, I want that too. I think that it would be nice if they won, but it's gonna suck for Sark if he lost to this team.
Yep. So for me, I hear what you're saying, Raul, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you, bro.
That's fine.
Not so fast.
Yeah.
Not so fast, my friend.
Michigan does not have the key staff member, Mr. Connor Stallions, anymore. So, they lost a lot of players on the defense side of the ball, or both sides of the ball, really. But they lost, 18 guys for that championship?
Yeah, they lost a lot. Yeah,
they lost a lot.
That's a whole lot. There's still a big unknown with Sharon Moore and everything that's going on surrounding that program right now. And they're playing against a big boy. Texas they're pretty tough, man. They're looking pretty good over there. They got plenty of weapons. Hey, man, I don't know. Arch might be finishing the season for Texas, so I'll tell you that. I don't know. I don't know if Urias finishes the season with as a starter, but
really,
hey, it's a different dynamic with Arch in the game, man. If you watch that game, last week's game, it's a little bit different when Arch is on the field.
I think that's just because of the fans.
I mean, yeah, but the play as well. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But my score prediction, I'm going to go 38-24.
Okay. Copycat.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right, 38-27. All right, no, 28. No. You 38-27. That's what I'll go with.
Hey, Ken, what's your prediction? You said by 40.
So I think Ken's prediction is like 60 to like 20 or something like that.
40-0.
You guys drop it in the chat, man. You know how we do it over here, man. Go ahead and drop the chat. Yeah, drop it in the chat, your score predictions for Texas and Michigan.
In other words, what you're saying, Mason Graham is going to regret by the end of the year that he didn't come.
Yeah, you're going to regret not coming home, man.
Ken, do you know how to count? I'm sure that's not 40 points.
No, I'm sure he was just being sarcastic though in the beginning.
Nah. I take it at face value. What he says in chat is binding.
Yep.
You be kind of on one today, man. All right.
So, I mean, the other big matchup from, two ranked programs going after each other would be Tennessee versus NC State. Tennessee is a 10-point favorite. 60.5 is the over and under. I'll start it off real quick. I think Tennessee dominates. NC State looked horrendous last week against some no-name program. I mean, I guess you could make the same argument to what I said about how Michigan was overlooking Fresno State for the Texas game. Maybe NC State was doing the same. But, I mean, I think Nico's the real deal. Heupel's got a good offense. They have a pretty good defense. I know they have a good edge player. So, yeah, I think Tennessee just dominates.
Okay. DC?
Just because I'm over the hype of Nico. Like, I know he's good, but like they've been hyping him up. So I think they're going to win, but I think he might struggle. I think he's playing better talents. But North Carolina did play, or NC State did play Western Carolina. So, that's definitely not good enough talent. But I don't know who Tennessee played last week. Oh, they played Chattanooga. So it's just as bad. So I think NC State is going to bounce back. They do have a veteran quarterback in Grayson McCall. So I hope he has a good game, but I think Nico he's not going to go off like he did last time. So I think this is going to be a close game, but I think Tennessee still pulls out the win. I think it could be maybe another 2-score game. I'll go with we'll go with 30 or 31 to, let's go with 21.
I love it, dude. I love it. Oh, okay. So they basically just get the I like it.
I don't know why you guys are laughing.
It was your score, but you're on pause, B. Jones, or mute. I mean, not pause. Sorry.
You're on mute.
My bad. I was laughing at Gunner. Just cheesing the whole time.
That's why I'm laughing, because he's laughing. But I guess I could go next. I got Tennessee winning. I do agree with Blackie Chan. I think Nico might struggle a little bit. I think if I remember correct, last year North Carolina State had a pretty good defense, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure how many players they lost from last year's team, but unless I'm confusing them, but I do think that Nico may struggle. I think North Carolina State is going to be a better opponent, but ultimately, come third, fourth quarter, that's when they take over and probably win by a good 10 plus. So I'm gonna go 34-20.
Okay. I see. The game is at NC State. I don't know if anyone's mentioned that. So NC State is at home. But based on what I saw, man, I was just not very impressed by NC State at all. I believe Tennessee will win this game. As far as my prediction, I am going to go 27-21. No, 27-17. That's what I'm going. 27-17, Tennessee.
Sure there's not another one that you want to go with?
You want to talk.
Hey, I've only done that once. That was the Michigan game. You've done it every single time now. So you gotta keep it. You did
it once, like 6 times.
Only 3 times.
Yeah. All right, so that is all the ranked opponents to start. But there is another game that I do have my eye on. I'm sure you guys will be watching this one as well. And that is Boise State and the Oregon Zeros.
That's not the game that I was thinking you were going to say.
I knew exactly what he was going to say.
I knew he was saying that one for sure.
Okay.
What did you think I was going to say?
I'll bring it up after this one.
Okay. All right. So, what you got? Starting with Raul. What you got for the Zeros and the Horsies?
Do we really want to know what Raul is going to say? We already know what he's going to say.
What am I going to say, BC?
Boise State by 30.
Fuck that. Boise State by 40, man. Come on.
Sorry, I don't know how to count like Ken.
Nah, I mean, yeah, chances of Boise State beating Oregon this year are slim, but they didn't look great last year, so I'm gonna go with the Boise State upset. Hopefully, we'll see. It's in Oregon, but
Oh boy.
I got to speak it into existence, right? So I'm gonna go Boise State 20 or no, Boise State 35-31.
Okay. That's fine. All right.
So I'll pop in. I mean, I'm very interested to see how the Boise State running back does against this
That is true.
so-called very good, front seven. I didn't think the front seven was that great last week against Idaho, so be a good test, I guess. But I just think Oregon has just too much talent. They bought too much players, too much talent. So
Don't say it. Don't say it, Gunner. Don't say it.
that team is obviously there's a reason why they're favored by 21 and a half. So
That
I mean,
team. What do you mean that team? Were you about to call them that team out west?
so
Come on,
it's gonna be a tough battle for Boise State, but
come on, I want to see the Statue of Liberty again. Boise State.
I'm gonna be honest. This game being on Peacock. I mean, I don't watch Oregon games, but I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. This game's on Peacock. That's all I have to say. I guess. You'd think it'd be on like FS1 or something.
All right, I guess I'll go next. Wait, did you say who your score guns?
I didn't really say. Oregon's
Give
gonna
it
win.
the score, come on.
Yeah, just Oregon's gonna win. Yeah, just Oregon.
Come on. All right. I'll go next. Oregon looked horrible against Idaho, or at least they didn't score much, but Dylan, whatever his name is, he just threw like short passes, and that's why he had a high completion rate. And I'm expecting him to do the exact same thing. Like Miller Moss had 2 yards fewer than him, but he threw like half the amount that Dylan Gabriel did. So I'm expecting it to be a lackluster game. It's not going to be exciting like it again, and I'm expecting Boise State to run it down their throats, and hopefully Ashton gets a good few touchdowns like he did against whoever Boise State played last week. But I think Georgia Southern.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, that makes sense now. Okay. I mean, I guess their head coach is like the aggressive version of Clay Helton that just doesn't know how to coach. So I think Oregon State's or Oregon. Oh my God, that was tough. Oregon's going to win, but I think it's going to be a close game again. I think it could be another 10-point game, and their stock is just going to continue to lower each week, which sucks for us. But we're not playing them because I don't even expect to play them in the Big Ten championship. So their stocks are just going to keep going lower and lower each week. And I could see us actually within 2 weeks surpassing them after we beat Michigan. So shut up, Ken. Shut up. So yeah, I'm going to say 31-24.
31-24. Boise.
Oregon State, Oregon, Southern Oregon, whatever, Middle Oregon, whatever they are. They're zeros to us. They mean nothing to us.
It's on me, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
and the game that I was thinking that you were going to say, Nebraska versus CU. I'm very interested in that.
I didn't even think about that game, man.
We'll talk about that on next. Okay.
I'm interested in that game. I'll start off with this. I think Dylan Raiola.
My Oregon prediction?
Oh, I thought you said we were done.
No, man.
Oh, my bad.
So, dang, cutting your boy off.
All right.
No, it's Oregon, man, is gonna lose. I'm siding with Raul on this one.
Oh,
Raul, I'm
wow.
with you, bro.
There you go, B. Jones.
Do you think we're going to see another punch?
Yeah, hey, they have never beat Boise State, and they're not gonna do it this year. They're the off-season champions every year, and they always disappoint, man. It's nothing ever. No matter how much money Uncle Phil spends, he could spend another $999 million. He's still gonna be the same case, man.
Do you think they drop out of the top 25 if they lose to Boise State?
No,
but they should
they'll probably be in the 20s.
be in the 20s, yeah. And I'm here for it. But at the same time, man, part of me wants them to win. Part of me wants us to play them in the Big Ten championship. You know what I mean? And, you know, because they are a Big Ten team, I kind of usually side for the conference opponent. But nah, this is Oregon. Yeah, they can lose every game for all I care. In reality.
I'm gonna be with Carter on this one. Forget every team in our conference. They can lose. They can all lose for all I care.
All right. So let's move on finally to Bucky Chan's favorite game with his favorite team, the Colorado Buffaloes and the Nebraska Huskers.
You know what, B. Jones? I'm going to mute you for a little bit.
Wow. Wow.
Don't say I'm their favorite. They're my favorite team.
Hey, this came from you though. At one point.
Oh wait, my bad.
Yeah, you forgot I had the power to unmute. But anyway.
Well, I knew you did. I unmuted you when you muted yourself again. But like I like Deion Sanders as a person. He's a great person, but the Coach Prime, he has two different. He has an alter ego when it comes to him, just a person of Coach Prime and Deion Sanders. Like this stuff, like he's taking everything personal. Like he thinks that that his son and Travis Hunter should have took home every award for that week. And then he said the reason why he didn't do it is because people are like, well, we can't let Deion Sanders win. Like he says he's not taking anything personal, but yet he's making everything personal about him. So I hope Nebraska beats them. I'm not saying that they're going to destroy them, but I think Dylan Raiola, after seeing him last week, I think he is going to be a good quarterback for Nebraska, and he's only going to get better at this point. But I think Nebraska wins in a shootout. I'm saying I'm going to go with 48-41.
48-41?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with either one of the defenses too. I can see that.
Yeah, neither. Well, actually, Tony White might have a good defense. So I don't think CU is going to have a good defense at all. So
Guns.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a shootout, like Chan said. I do think Colorado is going to exploit some of that defense by spreading it out.
Come on, they have Sayer Wright.
Huh?
They have Sayer. Nebraska does.
Yeah.
He's going to be locked in the corner. He's going to be locked down.
For sure. I mean, they definitely do have a lot of weapons. I think on the Colorado wide receiver wise, but I think given that Nebraska's at home, I think we see Nebraska winning. I think it's going to be a one-score game, so I think it's going to be very similar to Black Chance 48-41 as well.
Okay. Bro, talk to me.
I'm gonna agree with the fellas here. I'm gonna have Nebraska winning, especially if they're at home. What's his name? Tony White. You know, we like what we see from him as a defensive coordinator. So I think he'll draw something up and confuse the CU offense just enough to pull off a victory. So I do have Nebraska winning a close one, maybe a single score. I'll win like maybe 3 points or so. I'm gonna go maybe 38-35, Nebraska.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with everybody here, man. Pretty much. I even agree with your score predictions, man. So I'll say 48, 41 too. Yeah, I just don't trust Colorado's trench play, man. They still look pretty mid at best in the middle. I mean, in the trenches. So yeah, it's gonna be anytime that's the issue, it's gonna be a big issue for them. And their defense still looks trash. So yep, I expect a shootout as well. So
Yeah, I
go ahead.
I hope Nebraska just exposes them even more.
Yeah. There is one more I want to talk about though.
Okay.
One more game. Sorry, let me find it. I kind of lost it here. Was it? I'm sorry, that's week one. Give me a second, guys. I lost it. Caught my attention and I lost it.
For those in the chat, who do you guys have winning, Nebraska or Colorado?
Oh my god. Who's done or who's beat
I'm sorry,
them?
man. That's next week. That's next week. I'm sorry.
What game is that?
Wisconsin and Alabama.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
should be an interesting game.
So my bad, Fossil on. Proceed.
anything else you guys wanted to bring up?
No.
Nope. I think we're good.
I'm gonna just say this, then, if we got nothing else, for all those fans that are out here in Southern California, come and pack the Cali.
Absolutely.
Like, what are you guys waiting for? Tickets aren't too expensive.
Yes.
Come and pack the Cali.
Yeah, I mean, if
Prove Cam Ward right. Why he says that this was the loudest stadium to play in.
right, if you're financially challenged, this is the game to go to right here.
Yep.
You are going to go to any game this year. So
I know we're gonna experience a heat wave, but it's an 8 p.m. game, so it's not gonna be bad.
Yeah, and they're gonna be showcasing Reggie Bush's number up there and Caleb Williams. So you got to support that.
yep. And
Get
what
your
else you
tickets
need to
and
support
show up.
what else you need to support is us. So if you have not hit that subscribe button already, please take your time to do that. If you are listening to us on another platform, please come on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. That helps out. So what's up? You guys got anything?
No, I was just gonna say, fight on, fellas, and help us hit that 1,000 mark. We're a few subscribers away ourselves. So
So
How many are we away right now? Let me check to see how many we're away right now.
and we're like 979, 980. So we're about 20 away. We're 1,000. So go share the channel, hit subscribe, fellas. Get us to 1,000.
Yep. So with that being said, we will see you guys Sunday for the game recap. 6:30. All right. So
Fight on,
guys.
fight on.